Sheriff Mike Haley leaves office January 5th, closing a career spanning 34 years that saw a number of advances in growth in law enforcement here and elsewhere. He recently sat down with KOLO 8 News Now's Ed Pierce for an extended interview looking back on those years and his career. Ed, he didn't start out with the goal of becoming sheriff, did he?
Or even spending his working life here in Nevada. It just happened that way.
You know, I came to Nevada for a job, period. I wasn't attached to Nevada. I was a boy living in California, and I needed a job.
In the 34 years that followed, he worked, he says, in every job in the department, the last 8 as sheriff. Each stop in that career had its successes and failures. Ask about those moments, and one that comes immediately to his mind is one that became very personal. In 2001, 80-year-old Virginia Moscone was beaten to death in her Verdi home.
The family were personal and are personal friends of mine. And I watched a family being torn apart.
The case remained open for 5 years.
You know, one day, Renee Romero, who was the lab director, walked up the hallway and just a big smile on her face. And you always knew when Renee has a big smile on her face that it's DNA day. Had we not had the kind of lab we have here and the kind of experts and driven scientists that we have here, that case would just never have been solved.
But like any veteran cop, Haley also retires remembering cases still needing solution, particularly missing children, Tony Franco and Jennifer Martin, who both disappeared from Lemon Valley.
You know, you just shake your head and you wonder, what did you miss? What are you missing? You know, you carry them into your career as failures. Because there are families attached.
They and other victims of so-called cold cases are not forgotten. Haley has recently established a cold cases unit, and they're getting a fresh look. He spent a considerable amount of his career in detectives, but eventually moved on and up. As he took office in 2007, the recession was forcing deep budget cuts. In all, $21 million and 106 positions. The cuts hurt. Haley was up front with the public, lowering expectations for some calls for service, but promising to save what was most critical. And that was something he called the Area Crime Evaluation System, or ACES. It's an ongoing report card on the department's efforts, where it's putting its resources and whether that's making a difference.
And we watched crime drop. We watched it drop in direct correlation to things we did.
Haley says this constant evaluation has been key to making the department more efficient, doing better with less. He could have run for one more term, but says he wanted to leave on his own terms. And
every organization needs change, all the way to the top. And I'm not sure that me staying another 4 years would have given the agency an opportunity to test their wings again and look for a higher level of performance.
And so he is leaving on his own schedule, but with connections to an organization, a community, and a state he couldn't have imagined 34 years ago. It was all, he says, a tremendous gift.